Hey. Look, this sacred days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you for you. My mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I wish you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.
Yo. We are back. We are back once again. Baller Central. We are on possibly going live on the last day of NBA basketball since it is Game 6, Pacers versus Thunder. The season could end tonight with OKC possibly being crowned, but obviously it's a series, so anything can happen. The Pacers could pull off a miracle and force a Game 7, or maybe not. We'll find out later on tonight.
There's been no Game 7s in the East. Could they force it? I'm
hoping so on my end, but we're gonna talk about that and a little bit of extra other stuff. Welcome back to Ball Central. Your boys Phil and John. We go live once or twice a week, and we also do some watch parties here and there. Everything from WWE, NBA, and hopefully maybe some NFL and WNBA and MLB down the road.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for MLB in the summertime.
True. No doubt. Follow us on playback.tv/Baller Central if you want to catch our live reactions to certain games. And make sure to tune in. Also follow us on all our socials, so you make sure you stay up to date with everything. We're just growing day by day. Shout out to everyone that follows us and showing us love. Follow us on our gaming channel as well. I play a lot of sports games on there. NBA, MLB, WWE, NFL, etc., etc. And hey, we have a lot to talk about. But before we get into that, John, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. It's an interesting day. It's, had an interesting week. There's a lot of little things that have happened within sports that have blown up, which is good. You know what I mean? So congratulations to the Florida Panthers for winning the NHL title. Congrats to them. We'll start off with that. I'm personally not a Florida fan. I'm a Devils fan, but the bar was happy. The bar was cheerful.
Brad Marchand, former Bruin, won it. But the rival team.
WNBA news. We're gonna wait to get into that. I'm excited about that. MLB, both the Mets and the Yankees for the past 5 games been trash. I'm just saying.
At least you didn't trade away your star player for a bag of chips.
How do you feel about that? We need to get into that as well. Oh my god!
It happened again. So yeah,
it happened again. We're gonna talk. That's something we're definitely talking about. All right. And I don't know. There's just a lot of things that have been going on. You know what I mean? Some things around the country, you know what I mean? Wild stuff. Hopefully sports is a distraction. And if you get mad at it like we do, we're just going to continue to dive into it. So sorry about it, but let's get it. You know what I mean?
So
how are you doing, Phil?
Pretty good for me. Same thing what you said. A lot of stuff's going on in the world outside of sports. So, hey, make sure you take care of your loved ones, etc., etc. And stay educated as well.
Thanks.
For me, like I said, it's hard seeing a lot. Yeah, if it was not a great week or a great year so far for Boston sports.
Yeah, sorry.
You saw Jason Tatum tear his Achilles. I guess the Knicks in a losing series. You saw the Red Sox trade away Rafael Devers after trading away Mookie Betts.
That was nuts.
To a West Coast team for little to no value. You saw Brad Marchand former Bruin legend, win a championship with your rival team in the Florida Panthers.
That's tough. That's really tough.
And the Connecticut Sun has not been. They have been very, very underwhelming as well. So yeah, not a great sports year for the New Englanders.
Plus, I don't mean to be like that, but your Suns suck. I don't mean to be like that. If we're counting them,
not my son. I'm a Storm fan.
Okay, sorry. I'm just saying, as far as New England,
Seattle
counting them, they're the worst in the WNBA. So I'm just get that together.
No, the Dallas Wings are, aren't they?
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be. I think Paige puts them over. But I mean, yeah, Paige was out 4 games, so they lost 4 straight games. But I think at the end of the season, we'll see Connecticut at the bottom. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like that.
The Sun are 2-12, and the Wings are 2-11. So the Wings are worse by default. Yes.
Yeah. You want to put them up 5 games to 5 games. I swear to God, the Wings.
I would take the Wings too.
Or the Suns. I don't mean any day of the week. No, I don't mean.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Yeah, because they lost Alyssa Thomas, who beat them last night. So the former franchise player for the Connecticut Sun beat them last night. So
it was beautiful. Yeah. It was. But I mean, yeah, it's the downfall of Boston sports. You know what I mean? You never think you see bright things in the summertime, but it's finally here. And yeah, honestly, Phil, let's get into that first. Let's talk about Devers. Can we talk about Devers?
Yeah. So basically, the trade was Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants. I'm pulling up the trade right now. It was for basically some pitching.
It was 2 pitchers and a third baseman, right?
It was. I know one of them was. I'm trying to find it right now.
I'm pretty sure the third baseman was their first overall pick last year.
Yeah, I heard both pitchers that we got that potentially be starters. They both have 4 PRA. No, 4 ERA. Sorry, not.
Yeah, I think they're going to be rotation guys, but that's just me. I don't know.
Okay, so here's the trade summary. The Giants get Rafael Devers, and the Red Sox get Jordan Hicks, Colin Harrison, James Tibbs, and Jose Bello.
James Tibbs is decent. He's decent.
Yeah,
not enough for Devers, but decent.
Yeah, they basically got rid of Devers, who was obviously disgruntled after moving from third base to DH. And then they were told, since our first baseman, Tristan Casas, blew out his knee, you have to move from DH to first base. So he was basically upset with moving all over the place, even though he's told to stay at one spot, because he already didn't want to go to DH since, I play third. But
do you believe the rumors as if they tried to get him to play DH or play first base in spring training, and he was like, no?
Probably. Just in case.
I think the first base issue is a relatively new issue. I don't mean to be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they were looking at him at all to play first base, because realistically he's a bad third baseman. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Oh no, yeah, because I know I saw reports after Tristan Casas went down. There were reports of them asking him to move from DH to first base. So that's where I got it from.
They're, no offense, with the Red Sox are making it out to be like he's this huge issue. You know what I mean? Like it's him.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. No.
Yeah. The only huge issue with him is that you're paying him too much money, and you don't want to pay him that much monty. Because he won't do everything you say. No offense. I don't mean to be like that. So
now we trade him for a bag of baseballs, pretty much. So,
and dude, the Mets would have. I don't mean to be like that, but I don't think they shopped him around either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you could have gotten more. I'm just saying.
It's a huge. There's only one small positive out of the huge negative. The huge negative is you don't get anything for him, and you lose one of the best players in the league, so you don't get much value. But the only positive is you have cap space, which you can use to pay someone else, and hopefully you make them very comfortable in your system, unlike Devers, Bogarts, and Betts. Mm-hmm. And it gives more space for developing players like Christian Campbell, Roman Anthony.
Yeah, whatever.
And who's the other outfielder? The other young one.
They do have a really nice outfield. Yeah. I can't remember his name, but I do like their outfield.
It was Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, because that's basically their new big three of the young talent.
I can't remember the other guy.
I'm pulling up right now. The shortstop, Marcelo Mayer.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And plus, Bregman, before injury, was playing like one of the best players in the league, so there's definitely something to build off. But yeah, the big three era of Betts, Devers, and Bogarts is over, and now it's going to be Campbell, Mayer, and Roman Anthony leading the charge with Alex Bregman. So
they need to sell this team. I don't mean to be like that. They don't deserve to own the Boston Red Sox anymore. No offense. I don't mean to be like
I
that.
agree.
Whoever
Also,
owns freaking
Jaron Duran is probably on the trading block too, so he's probably gonna be gone as well.
He really shouldn't be though, because now they have enough space. Like they need to go get somebody at the deadline, and
They probably will. Yeah.
Realistically, they'll probably extend Duran until I don't know. Maybe they don't. Who knows? But
So yeah, they sweep the Yankees, and then Devers hits a home run. 4 hours later, you're traded to the Giants.
I saw that, and I was just like, no offense, Phil, and don't be mad at me for this, but I'm kind of happy he went to the Giants. Like, if he went to San Diego, I would have been pissed. If he went to the Dodgers, I would have been pissed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, if the Dodgers would have pulled that trade off, the season would have been over already.
They really just like shot a new team that now we have to worry about in the NL, and that's now the Dodgers.
But the question is, if the Giants get Devers, who will the Dodgers trade for to try to match that?
They got everybody they need. Jesus.
Watch, I guarantee they'll make a trade at the deadline to try to match that.
They should have went after Pete Alonso when he was cheap, bro. $25 million is nothing.
Yep, and now Christian Campbell's getting sent down to AAA.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. But
yeah, it's tough seeing history repeat itself. So yeah, I agree. The ownership does need to change.
I'm sorry about that. I really love Mookie.
But
I'm really sorry.
The bright side is the Yankees still has not won a more recent championship than us. So bright side. So Yankee fans may talk a lot of shit, but they have not won a championship before us recently.
Yeah, but they got Judge. Although, did you see that interview with Judge and Volpe?
And Judge has been playing like ass the last 29. Do you know they've been scoreless the last 29 innings?
Yeah. Well, up until last night.
Up until last night, so yeah.
But yeah.
They've
lost like the last 6 to 7 games. Like it's same with the Mets.
They got swept by the Angels.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm looking at these games like.
Oh, no, the Yankees got swept by the Angels. Yeah,
I know, but I still can't believe the Yankees got swept by the Angels. I'm sitting there like, okay, they lost the first one. They'll win the second one. They didn't score shit. I was like, damn. Game 2. Okay, 29 innings. Let's see. 2-2. All right, well, we're watching it. We're watching 3-2. Bro, it's just like to get swept by the Angels.
Yeah.
I mean, is Mike Trout, did he kill it? Or like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, who's.
So how's the state of the Mets right now? Because I know Elijah on Twitter, he is expecting y'all to go 0-10 in his last.
Right now we have we just got swept. We got swept by Tampa. We swept 2 teams, okay, and then we got swept by Tampa Bay, and then we lost 2 games to the Braves as of last night. So we might get swept by the Braves if we don't win today. And then we play the Phillies. And I don't think we'll get swept by the Phillies, but we're at Philadelphia, I'm pretty sure. And then we're coming back home against Atlanta. So I expect to do better in the Atlanta series, but we need to win today. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. Oh, we got some action going on in the WNBA chat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is Javi talking smack because he
said he has Sabrina. I posted the thing.
He does. I mean, his roster looks better than mine. Look at that. I mean, if I can just compete with him this week, that's all I'm trying to do. But I don't know. I'm excited, but it's at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So yeah, it's I don't know. I'm excited about the Mets. We need to win today. We need to play the Phillies well, and then we play Atlanta again at home. So it is a hard next 6 to 9 games. I'll give it that, no doubt. But I'm excited about it.
Okay, so hey, let's jump over to the WNBA, which some action happened. First off, I wanted to talk about this solely just because I hate comment sections sometimes, especially when I post something on the Ball Central accounts. So I don't know if you saw, but Angel Reese got a triple-double the other day.
Yeah, congrats, sir. I saw that.
11 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Congrats to her. I posted about it since she was the top performer of the game. She was called player of the game by the WNBA and Chicago Sky. But in the comments are saying, someone in the comments said, "Oh, why is she player of the game?" Because when HVL Haley Van Lith scored 16 points, then I responded with, I mean, yes, Angel didn't shoot the best offensively, but she still provided 13 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. She struggled on offense, but was productive everywhere else. HVL just scored 16 points. But then there was a whole argument back and forth of just like Angel Reese hate. I get it. She's not the great offensively, but she does get a lot of unnecessary hate.
Well, she wanted to walk into the villain role, and I disagreed with it at the moment. but realistically, once she's been in the NBA, she's not a villain anymore, and people need to stop treating her as such. And congrats to her triple-double. Would I like her to be more productive on offense too? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Do I like watching TikToks of her missing the first bucket? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? But
do you see people that betted on her for that?
I see it. It's entertaining. I'm sorry. I root for her to make the first bucket. I'm not gonna lie.
She sent a cease and desist letter. Now that they don't have any
to them.
Yeah, the 3 guys, right? That betted on a prop. Yeah, the cease and desist. That's gone. What do
you mean? You can't. What do you mean?
Because it was Stadium Live.
Okay. Was it?
No, like Stadium Live posted the 3 guys reacting to betting on it. Right? That's the video you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm talking about their random TikTok videos.
Yeah, those are gone now.
They're all gone?
Yeah, if you go on their TikTok right now, I bet you won't find a single one of those.
That's crazy. Why not? Because
Angel Reese sent a cease and desist, so that prop can be gone and they can't talk about it anymore.
Oh, not to them, but to the better. Yeah. I'd point that out too. But I mean, I also think, no offense, and this is a conversation that I don't know if I want to work into with you, Phil, but should there be negative prop betting against NBA players? Like there are players that struggle.
There's unders and overs in sports,
and we take them all the time, right? I'm just saying,
especially me.
Yeah, you're and I'm not saying we do it to signify one person, but it's just like they should offer her under. No offense, I don't mean to be like that. She should work on her game.
It's just like everyone else. Caitlin Clark has over unders.
Yeah.
Sabrina Ionescu has over unders. Paige Beckers has over unders.
They limit the women's over unders to a point, and that's to me annoying. But because like you can be more precise with it, you know what I mean. But at the same time, I do think it should be offered. You know what I mean. I don't know. I hope Angel Reese works on her game. I just at the same time
it is a lot of work. Yeah.
I hope she doesn't hate the people who end up watching the W too. You know what I mean? Like I'm a fan of hers. Like I do enjoy watching her. Like
yeah, I mean she's something you could never take away from her. She's an elite rebounder because everyone calls about me bounds, offensive rebounds, etc. She only averages like 3 to 4 offensive rebounds a game, and she's not even the leading girl in offensive rebounds in the WNBA. It's Kia Stokes.
Sure, or on her team, right? Isn't it mostly?
No, I think she's leading the offensive rebounds on her team.
Is she? What about what's her face?
Because she's like second or third in offensive rebounds, and like Kia Stokes, Las Vegas Aces is in the first. Yeah.
But what about what's her teammate? Who plays center?
Cardoso?
Yes.
She averages like 6 rebounds.
Okay.
Not like offensive, like total rebounds.
What she half as Reese? Really?
Yeah. Totally, yeah.
Why? Because she's on like the perimeter more? Or what do you think the case is there?
I think so. Just because I think Angel Reese is just a better rebounder in general.
I disagree with that. I'm not trying to say I don't think Angel Reese is a good rebounder because she is.
Angel Reese is the best rebounder, one of the best rebounders in the league.
No, I understand. I'm not timeout. What I'm saying is I think the potential for Cardoso is there. She's got the height. She's got the effort. Maybe she just need to put in more effort like Angel Reese. You know what I mean? And that's something that people don't talk about. Like you could say, yeah, she gets offensive rebounds, but her hustle is really what is elite. Like you could say she's a great rebounder. She is. She's great, but
one of the best.
It's not even that though. It's like it's the fact that like
because everyone likes to say that her rebound stats are padded, etc. Because she averages 13, 14 rebounds a game.
No,
she
but
averages.
Look at her steals, look at her blocks. Like it's
she there.
You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is people try to discredit her rebounding, even though 3 of those rebounds are offensive, and you could even take away half if those aren't like her rebounds, because she can get offensive rebounds from her other teammates. People are not talking about that, and she also averages 10 to 11 defensive rebounds, which is the league leader in defensive rebounds. So
I would say, but she plays very much like a Rodman, a Draymond. Do you know what I mean? Like she can play like if she wants to be the villain, she can play right into that. But realistically, like I don't mean to be rude about it to either of those guys' games, but they could rebound. They're not, even if they're known for rebounding, Rodman was way smarter than that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to just put Rodman in a box, put Rodman in a box. But dude could shoot. He played hella defense, and then he counted the spins off the ball. It wasn't just the rebounding, but it was how many does that person individually normally take? Like, is it 2? Is it 3? You know what I mean? And that's how he got those rebounds. So it just, I'm just saying, people are putting her in a box, and I don't get it. And I feel like that's just lack of awareness. Like you're just telling me you don't watch the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I mean,
So hey, let's talk about her counterpart, her fellow draft class teammate, Caitlin Clark.
okay.
It was Connecticut Sun versus what's it called, Indiana Fever. It was for a potential Commissioner's Cup final, which the Indiana Fever and Minnesota Lynx both made. So congrats to them.
Sure.
It was a lot of pushing and shoving. There was a lot of arguments back and forth. It was some New Jersey involved as well. So
a lot of talk, a lot of smack talking. I'm just saying.
a lot of smack talking. So yeah, so basically a lot of action happened that wasn't related to basketball. And hey, basically, Caitlin Clark talked some shit. JC Sheldon, which she has a history with JC Sheldon apparently in college and in the WNBA. So
Yeah.
JC Sheldon checked her on it, hit her in the eye. I don't know if it was accidental or if it was intentional. And then Miranda Mabry came in, checked her, and then Sophia Cunningham, having Caitlin Clark's back, tackled. I think it was JC Sheldon as well after that play.
JC Sheldon got a steal. She brought it back the other way, and then she tackled her. And
so yeah, a lot of action.
you could say that, Phil. She had her back. That's bullshit. At the end of the day, she should be suspended for at least a week.
That's her enforcer. That's a
no, but you can't make that rule. Are we allowing enforcers in the WNBA or not? Yes or no? Right now.
Shit, with the way Kennedy Carter was playing against Caitlin Clark,
is it yes or is it no? Is it yes or is it no?
You should have an enforcer on your team. Yeah.
Okay, great. So if you should have an enforcer on your team and you're okay with what happened, then what the Fever are saying is bullshit.
Pretty much.
The refs are not doing a bad job then. If it's either suspend your player for over a week or admit that you're wrong and the refs aren't doing that bad of a job. Because no offense, but in the NBA, that would not, I don't mean to be like that. People would be suspended. You know what I mean? They would.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh my. What?
James Johnson. Draymond Green.
I'm just.
Draymond Green's the enforcer for the Warriors.
But Draymond Green also got put through hell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
trying He also did kick Steven Adams in the nuts and didn't get suspended.
I get that, but he should have gotten suspended. We all said it. So it just.
He also choked out Draymond. He did get suspended for that, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to choke anybody out. I don't mean to be like, it's not basketball. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Dennis Rodman was enforcer for the Bulls as well. I think you should have that
enforcer. But
yeah,
what I am is I'm real about it. If you're pro enforcer, if you're fine with that, then the officials are not doing a bad job. Yeah. The officials actually have kept that game in check. But I don't think they did. I think they were doing a bad job, and I think she should be suspended for over a week. But
also, out of everyone being the enforcer and it being Sophie Cunningham, it's hilarious. So.
It's not hilarious, dude. Sophie Cunningham is that girl.
There are bigger girls on that team that could be the enforcer, but Sophie Cunningham is hilarious.
Dude, Sophie Cunningham is that girl that like.
It's fine.
She is, but like she could walk in with a trash bag and still pose. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, it's just. So I'm happy for her. She also played high school football, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows that, but she did.
And her jersey sold out the day after.
I mean, good for her, but I still think she should be suspended. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not, and I have Caitlin Clark on my team, and I think Caitlin Clark is an amazing player.
She also has
but if Jordan was in today's NBA, he would be suspended. It just LeBron doesn't do that. I'm being dead ass. If Jordan, right? If like they're playing her like they're playing Michael Jordan. So if Jordan was in today's NBA and he put his foot on the Pistons' neck, like to end them, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like I'm
pretty sure he did do that. He might have did that against the Pistons. He might have because
I mean he really did. Like he got beat by them twice, so I understand. But like it's not the 90s, right?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. And I love the 90s. Bring back the 90s. I hate fouls. But at the same, we put these rules in place for a reason.
Said, Kurt Rambis, let me close on you midair. Bow.
Oh, bro, it was a time. It was
sound like Tommy now.
But at the same time, we can't be doing that. You know what I mean? People have families. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
But at the same time, congrats to her. It was a beautiful tackle. I showed everyone at the bar. Everyone at the bar was like, oh. They were like, WNBA, we're gonna have to put this on now. Damn. I was like, I know we got to open earlier. Shit.
Right. So yeah, I mean, first, and also shout out to the Fever and the Lynx. They will be fighting for the Commissioner's Cup, I believe, July 1st. So
I'm rooting for the Lynx.
Find out. I'm rooting for the Lynx too. But Nafisa Collier, also she's an MVP candidate this year. Shout out to her. She might. I mean, she should be playing that game, but she's dealing with injury right now. So hopefully she can come back as well as Asia Wilson because I need you back, Asia.
Asia Wilson, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously.
Now let's pivot to the NBA. Desmond Bain is now in Orlando Magic, which is a huge upgrade for Orlando because they have not had that much luck with the guards recently, but they get the best guard in I don't know how long in Mr. Desmond Bain.
You say Desmond Bain is good for Orlando, but I think Desmond Bain is such a pain. 4 picks, baby. Come on. What are we talking about here, Phil?
Yeah,
What are we talking about here? Tell them the trade. Tell them the trade before we get into it. Sorry about that.
So the trade summary is Magic get Desmond Bain, who has been a very high facilitator the last couple of years. I think the last 2 years he's up to his assist numbers. He can also shoot and defend, even with his T-Rex arms. So
really good free shooter.
He has a short arm, so it's like Sean Marion.
Okay. I like that.
And the Grizzlies get Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, who I thought was going to be a lifer for Orlando, which is tough, and 4 unprotected first-round picks and 1 first-round pick swap.
So 7. They get 7 things, and they get a swap and Bain. What?
Yeah, unprotected first-round picks is crazy.
Yeah, no. And then that's why I also don't understand why there's 4 if they're unprotected. They should be protected to a point. I don't mean to be like that, but
they can choose if it's protected or not. But
I know, but I guess when the negotiations happened, they were like, "No."
Yeah. And plus, apparently, the Grizzlies are keeping John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., so they'll probably make a move to try to find a new third piece. So there's no rebuild going on in Memphis just yet. So
interesting, because I'm hearing something different.
What, Jaren Jackson to the Knicks?
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing some rumors.
I told you that. That's why.
I'm hearing some little peeps. Yeah, you told me. I'm fine with that. Come on, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because both of them would be fouled out by the first half.
How dare you?
Jaren Jackson would be fouled out in the first half.
No, he would not. Let's relax.
Jaren Jackson does have foul trouble, though.
I know, but come to the Knicks. We'll fix that. We'll fix that right up.
It'd be a huge upgrade over Mitchell Robinson.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'll admit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So let's talk about it from the Magic's point of view. They get an upgrade because Desmond Bain is better than KCP and Cole Anthony combined.
Sure. And
they get someone who can score. I believe he was the leader of the Grizzlies while Ja was out. He was putting up some pretty good numbers with them. If I'm not mistaken, last year, let me check. Last year, Desmond Bain put up.
I know. I might be.
Oh, I looked up the wrong thing because he's now a Magic. Hold on.
No worries.
There he is. Okay, so last year, Desmond Bain put up. He played 68 out of 69 games.
Okay.
He averaged 19.2 points, 5.3 assists, 6.1 rebounds. He shot 49% from the field, 39% from 3, which, if you're an NBA head, anything 35% and above from 3 is great. Yep. He shot 90% from the free throw line, 1.2 steals, and he had like 10 double-doubles. So definitely something the Magic needed with assists and scoring because Franz and Paolo cannot do everything.
Do we feel like this puts them over, though?
Honestly, with how questionable the East is going to be next year, with everything from the Tatum injury to Giannis being a buck to the Cavs underwhelming once again.
So the 76ers sucking.
And 76ers as well. They could possibly make a run because everyone's following the blueprint of if the Pacers can make the finals, maybe we can too.
That's so crazy.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of if Indy can make the finals type of trades.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's a W for the Magic. But was it for the Grizzlies? A little questionable because I doubt that they keep KCP and they probably will keep Cole Anthony, but I don't know if KCP will be there for long. But yeah, those picks. Oof.
They're tough. They're really tough. I don't know what's going to happen with it.
Yeah,
hopefully it doesn't happen. Like, dude, remember the Nets traded all their picks to Boston? Now Boston's a powerhouse.
Yep. So
they were all protected too, by the way. I just want
honestly, yeah, I think the Magic do get a good player, but I think they pay too much personally. But for the Grizzlies, they might have won this trade. Just because you get Baden's contract off your books, you can get rid of KCP, you can keep Cole Anthony, and you could use those those 4 first unprotected round picks for potentially the new trio and John and Jaren.
True.
So that could always be trade assets. So
they could.
I like this for Memphis as well.
That's what's up.
And plus, everyone's saying fuck them picks in NFL and NBA anyway. So
you're nuts. You're nuts. We're not saying that. Chill. Oh, I'm not.
F them picks. Okay, the Rams did it. Championship.
Whatever. One.
Hey, sometimes the Raptors push their chips all in, getting Kawhi Leonard too. It's one out of
what
everyone
you're
sees one.
forgetting about that is that they also got
Trade away DeMar DeRozan as well. And the Raptors did get lucky with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson getting hurt. So.
And that's what I'm like.
Hey, but I rather in that situation
or the bounce. You remember we're one bounce off from the 76ers zone. I'm just saying, realistically.
But bright side, you can say that they still won a championship, even though if they were lucky.
Sure, regardless. But what did they do after with it? You know what I mean?
Hey, they spent all their chips for one championship. Some teams don't even get to see one championship. Sometimes it's worth it.
I guess. I mean, let me tell you something. It's not. You need a destiny. I don't mean to be like that, but like coming from teams with one championship, yeah, you need it. I'm just saying. I'm just because people forget. People forget the history. People forget.
So, question for the Knicks fans: okay. Would you push your chips in for Giannis?
What's chips? What do we got? What are we talking about?
Like a Kawhi Leonard, DeRozan type of move. Like, would you trade away probably McCall and someone else in picks for Giannis?
McCall, Robinson, and 2 picks. Sure.
Would you throw McBride in there if they asked?
Absolutely not. Fucking blow that shit up then. Throw McBride in there. What are we talking about here? We have no bench, all right? And by the way, we want 1 or 2 of their bench players too. Sorry about it. I want Bobby Portis. Come on down to New York. Come on.
I mean, you probably need him in there to make the trade fit. So, yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying, like,
you'll get Pat Connaughton. You'll like it.
Okay, no, I like it. What really is Pat Connaughton think he played for my Knicks? Absolutely not. But we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how the trade. I mean,
would you push all your trips in and go for the Greek?
Giannis? Absolutely.
So Jaylen Brown and Porzingis. And
yes. Well, because Jaylen Brown is one of the highest players in the league. So
all right, how about this? Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, and Pickett.
Who?
Who's your backup? Pritchard? Yeah, sorry about it.
Well, the thing with that is Jaylen Brown does match Giannis' contract already, so you just need one more piece. So I would trade JB.
No, but you need value.
JB and Porzingis?
Yeah, you do.
JB's a former Finals MVP. That's
you said you were going to throw in Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is the same as Pritchard. Yeah, he is. I don't mean to be like that.
Is he?
Miles Bridges is better. He is.
Is he a 6-man of the
he's literally our 6-man. He's literally the guy who won
the award though.
Oh, suck my dick! The award is the Boston Celtics 6-man. What are we talking about? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Aha, got him.
I know. That's $5 right in the thing. But what I'm saying is, like, hear me out. Like, are you really trying to say Miles? Come on. Are you really trying to say, come on, McBride isn't better?
I mean, a lot of people would have paid Pritchard over Miles McBride. Yeah.
You're wilding. You're wilding, but I hear you.
But I mean, JB he has a championship. He has a Finals MVP to his name. That's a lot of value right there. Porzingis was averaging 20 points per game before the injury, so I'm guessing those 2 should be enough to get Giannis. And two first-round picks are protected, or maybe 3. Hell, you can have 3 if you want.
3. You need 3 or 4.
Oh, also the report is for Giannis that his asking price is around 4 to 8 first rounders.
Yeah, it's not. Why does he think he's leaving Milwaukee? Are you going to get him for 8 first-round picks?
Yeah.
Phil, look me in the eyes. Are you going to get him for 8 first-round picks?
I might be tempted.
How dare you, Phil? How dare you?
Tatum and Giannis?
In a year and a half, let's see what's up. What happens when Giannis gets hurt next year?
We don't know if he gets hurt. That's a big if.
Right. Think about it. You traded 8 first-round picks for a guy who can't play with Tatum for a whole year, and then in that time period, let's say he hurts his leg or something. Now Tatum can't play with him for another year. Then you're 3 years down the line, they're first playing together.
But that's a big if though. He did play 67 games last year out of 81.
I hear that. I mean, it's just.
And plus, he was averaging like 35 and 14 in the playoffs.
I hope you pull the trigger, Phil. I really think whoever trades for Giannis is not going to win a championship. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that. If you have to give up 8 first-round picks, what are we talking about here? No offense, I don't mean to be like that, but
what if it's like 2040?
Jesus, it's just we're selling our future here. We're selling the whole house. We're selling everything.
All for
a ring now? What are we talking about? Get out of here
All
with your
for-
yellow ring. Get out of here.
I mean,
you probably win more than one too, realistically.
I would trade. Honestly, if I would trade my future for two rings, 2 or 3 rings.
2 rings, yeah.
Absolutely.
To be fair, I said yes to the Juan Soto deal if he gets 2 championships. That's the only way it's a good deal. I could pay someone $8,100,000 if you win 2 championships.
Is that pretty much the same thing? Pretty much. Close to the same thing. That's a lot of money.
I know, but we have
baseball payroll is a lot higher than MLB. NBA
you got
payroll
no no salary cap, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying. But
yeah, we'll see how that plays
you're
out.
nuts though. I love it, but you're nuts. Pull the trigger.
Sometimes you got to go a little outside the box to get a championship.
How crazy is Brad Stevens right now? I'm just saying. Could he do it? Because if he does it, I think you really do lock up Boston for the next 4 years.
It's possible.
I mean, you can compete next year. You know what I mean? The thing is, can you keep the pieces around you? Like, are you just giving up Brown and Porzingis? Because I think it takes more. I don't know why, but I think it takes more.
Yeah, possibly.
But you're probably right. It probably only takes 2 players and like 3 picks. But because I don't understand why Giannis' asking price is so high. Is that Milwaukee's asking price? Right?
Yeah.
What they want for him? Okay, got you. It's tough. All right, where do you want to go after this?
So let's go to the finals.
Okay, bet.
So let's see. So we recapped games 1 and 3 when we were last on here. Now games 4 and 5. Game 4 is definitely a game that probably will bite the Pacers in the ass because they were up a majority of the game. Yeah. But then SG had an elite fourth quarter, 15 points in that fourth quarter, and I think they won by like 8 or 9. But yeah, if the Pacers had any chance of winning this series, that was the game, and it pretty much might be finito.
They only lost by 7 that game.
7,
and then the next game they lost by 11. But yeah, it's just
they were up. They were up basically almost the whole game too.
They're playing at Indianapolis tonight, or do you think they win tonight?
Scott Foster's not reffing, so probably not.
Okay, well, I'm glad because I don't like Scott Foster. Dude, I think he's a cancer. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that. He needs to retire. He's our generation's what's his face?
Tim Donahue.
Yeah, he really is.
Someone actually at one of the games, someone called him Tim Donahue Jr. and Scott Foster got them ejected.
I bet. That's a huge insult. Like that's.
But yeah, for that game, that was the best opportunity for the Pacers to steal because they would have been 3-1 right now.
Yeah,
heading into Game 5, it would have been completely different mindsets. So, yeah, that might have cost Indiana the series.
I mean, when you tied up 2-2, they should have took the next game in OKC. They really should have, but it just the pressure wasn't there.
Yeah, they were up 2-1. That would have been 3-1. They folded. It's tough to see it happen.
It's nuts.
Yep. And then Game 5.
What's up with Halliburton, by the way? Do you think he's going to have a good game tonight or not?
It's tough because
Phil.
That right hamstring, the right calf strain is nothing to joke around about.
Sure, I hear that.
Because if he aggravates that could take years off of his career. We saw it with Kevin Durant.
He could, yeah. Just the fact
but at the same time, he wants to be there for his team, and it's the NBA Finals. Who knows when the next time he'll make it? So he wants to put every single effort he can. So,
I mean,
it's very, very tough.
And dude, I don't know who's not stepping up because he really was stepping up until last game. Like he had 18, 2 and 7. That's really good line.
Pascal has been very consistent, so it's not him.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't mean to be like this, and this is you might hate me for saying it, but I think it's either Nesmith or Turner needs to really step up.
It's probably honestly Miles Turner.
It just
he's been very underwhelming as well.
Facts. He's been there forever, but it's like. Yeah, dude, 13 points last game. What the hell? Like,
and also his rebounding has been very, very shoddy.
Yeah, he sits on the 3-point line forever. He really does. But it is what it is. Do you bet on his rebounds tonight or not?
I have no clue yet, but I'll probably do some research maybe later on tonight before the game. But
just wondering.
Yeah, but also Game 5 in OKC. This was pretty much it might have been the nail in the coffin. Hallie 0 made field goals, but he did have 4 free throws, so he didn't finish with 0 points. But then Jalen Williams, 40-point masterclass as the OKC takes a 3-2 lead.
Crazy.
This was a game. It was like a career-defining game for Jalen Williams. 40 points in the NBA Finals to help your team take a 3-2 lead. Absolute masterclass. And people are talking about him winning Finals MVP as well, so over SGA. So it might be we might have a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown situation from last year. Like either one can win the Finals MVP.
Dude, what? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, why do they keep putting nothing? I'm happy. I'm happy that OKC played both Hartenstein and Holmgren as their starters. I mean, they barely played Hartenstein for the last one. It was only 20 minutes, but it's still like I think I am afraid of, in a sense. I don't know. I'm afraid in a sense. Ooh, hold on. We got a message.
If so,
the Indiana's rebounding.
It might be a case.
Nah. Why? Tell me why Michael Jordan fans are the worst sports fans of all time.
Well, we probably don't have time on the panel today because
you ain't got. I know we don't have time, but I'm just saying. Write in the comments. I need like 3 bullet points.
Well, because there's Jordan fans. There's what else? Who could also be the worst fans? Well, if we're talking strictly player fans, LeBron does have some very, very, very irritating fans. Yeah. Yeah, typing all out might be a lot.
You don't got 3 bullet points in you? It is what it is. I mean,
well, it's probably a lot to talk about from legacy wise to them being arrogant.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, it might be tough to type it all out.
Okay, I get that. That's fine.
Actually, if you want to stop by, or we probably figure out a time to do this because I would love to talk about this in the off season when we have time. So, follow us on IG, DM us. We can figure something out.
Yeah,
because I would love to talk about this, especially if Tommy was on.
Yeah, I'm all right, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because honestly, there are some toxic player. Oh, they have an example. Hold on.
See, that's all you need, an example. You don't have Instagram. That's crazy. How do you not have Instagram?
Do you have Facebook, or you could also maybe message us? What type of social do you have?
Twitter? You probably got Twitter.
Every time you bring up anything, every time you bring up anything that they think is going to get because it randomly goes.
If you don't compare Michael Jordan to LeBron James, though, what the fuck are we talking about? I don't mean to be like that, but
they're going to be forever linked, apparently. Yeah,
they will forever be linked. They're 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Like it's like no
matter what side you have them on.
I totally get you're against the conversation because I am too. Like you don't always need to bring up like LeBron every single time talk about Michael, but what I'm saying
vice versa, yeah.
You can't not like in a way. You know what I mean?
Go on my pro. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna check out
no doubt.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out for this. But YouTube. I mean, yeah, going off of what the Universe Galaxy said. Yeah, I mean, obviously people are always gonna have that GOAT debate talk, and obviously there's gonna be negative fans on both sides that are gonna spew hateful stuff and not bring any logic on both sides because there are Jordan fans that say certain stuff with no things to back it up, and LeBron fans as well because LeBron is my GOAT personally, but I do believe some of his fans go too much out of the way for him and say some stuff that isn't completely true. And the same thing with Jordan. So,
and I believe we can have personal GOATs. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe that's different. Maybe there is only one, but I think it's a time period thing personally.
Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar might need some love as a potential GOAT.
He does. It's insane. He doesn't get enough love. That's where it's just like I think realistically you got to do it by like I'd say like 80s, 90s, 2000s, mid 2000s. Late 2000s, but that's just me. I think that you should judge every 10 years personally, but that's just me.
Yeah. Do you have is this more GOAT talk or actually I'm going to check out the page.
Yeah, we'll definitely check out your page though. So appreciate you tuning in. Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Okay, so yeah, because I'm interested to see the case here. So I'll definitely check it out. So where were we at? Oh yeah, Game 5 NBA Finals. Yeah, J-Dub. Masterclass from him, 40 points. SGA had like 30-ish, maybe a little under 30.
Yeah.
Definitely well done by the Thunder. They've proved that they are the better team so far. They're basically one win away from the finals tonight. at enemy territory. But the Pacers have done well in Game 6s in the past, so hopefully that history comes through tonight because I have the Pacers in 7. So fingers crossed. But yeah, Halliburton playing with that calf strain is going to be very, very important and something everyone's going to keep their eyes on because apparently he is playing. So we'll see how much that affects the Pacers because it might be a lot of Nembhard tonight since Halliburton is injured. So we might see him get the keys to the offense tonight.
I mean, it would be good if they could play defense. I think that's the thing that the Pacers are really just missing. I mean, you gave up 40 points and 30 points to SGA and Williams. You know what I mean? So that's like 70 points right there. If you could limit 10-point sheets, you win that game because everyone else didn't shoot well. You know what I mean? Like Hartenstein was 1 for 2. I mean, he had two attempts. And then you had Lou Dort, who was 3 for 7. You had Caruso, who was 1 for 8. You had Wiggins, who was 4 for 10. You know what I mean? Like it's if you leave it up to their bench, they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Indiana needs to do. They need to play really hard defense and somehow I think they need to play bigger than the small game. I think they can beat OKC in the small game, but I think OKC will go big if they can't rebound anymore. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Right. So what's our picks? Do we think it ends tonight?
I do. I think it ends tonight. You think it extends?
I'm hoping it extends, but I'm not too confident in the Pacers, especially with injured Hadley and the way that they perform as a whole. I think Miles Turner needs to play a lot better. Benedict Mathurin, Aaron Nesmith need to stop fouling so much.
Absolutely.
And Scott Foster's not reffing tonight, so there won't be no series extender tonight. So, yeah, it's going to be rough for Indiana. Hopefully they can use their home crowd energy and try to force the game to a Game 7.
But tonight, if Indiana wants to win, Ben Mathurin's got to be good. Nembhard's got to be good. Like they were 3 for 8, 2 for 11. Like you're not going to win that way. Nesmith 5 for 9. It's nuts. Like you need to make your baskets and you need to make your free throws. And luckily they're making their free throws. You know what I mean? They barely miss. So good for them. But I don't know. Hopefully they can extend it. I'd love to see a Game 7, but I'm taking OKC tonight personally.
Yeah, I am too. But hey, we'll figure out. We're definitely gonna play some parlays here and there. So
sure, that's what's up.
Yes. So yeah. Last words before I head out.
Last words. I don't have anything. I'm pretty chill. I'll let you go first. My bad. You go and then I'll go.
Okay. Yeah, with the NBA season potentially ending tonight, we're gonna be doing some different things as well. Since pretty much we will try our best to cover WNBA and MLB, but there might be some lives or videos that we made to try to shake things up a little bit, since we're going to try to be a little creative and basically not be like too cookie cutter before NFL season starts. So yeah, maybe you might see some trivia nights, some game nights, some Jeopardy nights, who knows, just some different stuff, redrafts maybe, or debates like Universe Galaxy here. We might have people on to debate some stuff. Debate nights.
Universe Galaxy, hell yeah.
We'll try to do different things just to try to keep the pace of our content and make sure that we're not plain or vanilla until NFL season comes back. So yeah, stay tuned to everything. Follow the channel, the socials, etc. Stay tuned. So it's gonna be a very, very productive and interesting off season for us until the NFL.
I'm excited to get on playback. I think it'll be a fun time. I'm excited to watch the baseball and playback. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what we do in the off season as well. There's a lot to do before football, so we got a lot of content I'm excited to make. And my last words, probably, I hope the Mets get Nessa to sing the national anthem in Spanish at Citi Field. I think that'd be lit. As a Mets fan, we got a lot of Spanish descent on our team, so I'd love to see it. You know what I mean? I think that'd be special, personally. That's just me. All right, that's my last words. What do you got, Phil? Ready to wrap it up?
Yep. So hey, thanks for tuning in. That's the show for the week. Next week will probably be the NBA season / finals recap. We will be crowning a champion, whether it's the Pacers or the Thunder, because the series will be done by then. Make sure you tune in. We'll be at the same locations: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you, anyone that tuned in. Thank you to the Universe Galaxy for popping up. and pulling through. And thank you for your opinions as well. All opinions on anything related to basketball or sports are welcome. So
yeah, you typing it out really helped. I'm sorry I made you do it, but I mean it's a valid point. You know what I mean? Like you're making a very valid point. So
right. So yeah, thank you for sharing your opinions. And hey, free promo as well. Thank you for pulling up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that from me and John, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And we are about to be out. Make sure you follow us on all of the general stuff, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Put notifications on so you know when we go live or upload. And with that being said, we are out. Deuces.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't want to question it. Is it real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I could buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but this really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, man, you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.